Do you know that in America, the financial capital of the world, millions of people are drowning in credit card debt, student loans, and mortgages, even though they can read hundreds of books? They are not illiterate, but they are financially blind. And here's the harsh truth. Being financially blind is far more dangerous than being unable to read, because it steals your freedom, your dreams, and sometimes your entire future. Imagine this. You can read the morning newspaper, you can understand your work contract, you can write emails to your boss, but when you look at your bank statement, you have no idea where your money is going. You can read words, but you cannot read money. Jack was a software engineer living in New York. He was smart, graduated from a prestigious university, and earned a salary of $90,000 a year. To most people, Jack was the picture of success, but Jack had never learned personal finance. In school, he studied advanced mathematics and computer programming, but never once took a class on how to manage money. He spent emotionally, swiping his credit card for everything: brand name clothes, expensive vacations, fine dining every week. After just 5 years of working, Jack had $30,000 in credit card debt, $60,000 in student loans, and no savings at all. He rented an expensive apartment, and each month, he sank deeper into financial quicksand. Jack was not illiterate, but he was financially blind. And the price he paid was years of anxiety, sleepless nights, and no hope for freedom. Why is financial blindness more dangerous than illiteracy? Illiteracy might make it hard to find a job, but you can still survive through manual work. Financial blindness means you can work your entire life and still never escape debt. In America, according to the Federal Reserve, 77% of adults carry some form of debt. Nearly 40% cannot even cover a $400 emergency expense. Millions declare bankruptcy each year, not because they are lazy or unintelligent, but because they were never taught how money works. Now, let's compare Jack with Sarah. Sarah started in the same place as Jack, but she took a different path. She picked up a personal finance book right after graduation. She learned to track her expenses, to save 20% of her income, and to invest in index funds. When her friends bought brand new cars, Sarah drove a used one. When they spent their whole paycheck on entertainment, Sarah invested her money. After 10 years, Sarah had $300,000 in investments, a nearly paid-off home, and, most importantly, freedom. She could quit her job, change careers, or take long vacations without worrying about money. Sarah could read words, and she could read money. That is the difference between freedom and slavery. In America, thousands of people make 6 figures a year but still live paycheck to paycheck. Why? Because they never learned how to budget, how to apply the 50-30-20 rule, how compound interest works, or how to distinguish assets from liabilities. An illiterate person in America may still survive by doing labor jobs, but a financially blind person becomes a lifetime servant to banks, to credit card companies, to student loans, and to medical bills. If Jack had known just a few simple rules, his life would have been completely different. Spend less than you earn, save and invest at least 20% of your income. Understand the difference between assets and liabilities. Don't let emotions control your financial decisions, and always invest in knowledge before you invest in the stock market. Illiteracy can limit your ability to communicate with the world, but financial blindness will chain you to a lifetime of struggle. Jack paid the price for his blindness with years of debt and worry. Sarah, on the other hand, built a future of peace, freedom, and choice. Now the question is, who do you want to be? Jack or Sarah? Start today. Pick up a book on personal finance. Write down your expenses. Open a savings account or invest in an index fund. Don't let financial blindness steal your future. Once you master money, you master your life. If this story speaks to you, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. Together, we can build a generation of financially free Americans. Remember, illiteracy might limit you, but financial blindness can destroy you. Learn, take action, and claim your freedom today.